Yes, sir.
Okay, boys, today we are starting new chapter, current electricity, which is a part of second semester actually. From this chapter onwards, you can find second semester. Okay. So, first thing you should know, I think you all know that in lower classes also you have studied. What is current? Definition of current. We say the rate of flow of charges. The rate of flow of charges is called current. You can write down also the rate of flow of charges is called current. Okay. Therefore, the formula of current will be like this. Current is equal to, we have the formula charge upon time. But the charge must be a flowing charge, must be a moving charge. Then only the current will be there. If the charges are at rest, current will not be there. Current denoted by the symbol I, charges flowing denoted by symbol Q, and this is time T. So we have the formula I equal to Q upon T. Charges upon time, charges flowing upon the time. I equal to Q by T. Q means the charge. Right below that, current is the scalar.
So can you repeat?
Current is scalar. Right down below. Current is the scalar with the SI unit. Current is scalar with the SI unit. With the SI unit ampere. Ampere denoted by the symbol A, capital A. A-M-P-E-R-E, ampere. Ampere denoted by A, capital A. We stop. Write down. Further you write, it is measured by an instrument called, it is measured by an instrument. It is measured by an instrument called ammeter. It is measured by an instrument called ammeter. A-M-M-E-T-E-R, ammeter. Ammeter is an instrument which measures current. Okay, you have written that. Now just try to understand, particularly in a conductor, what causes the current to be flowing through it. The current flows due to flow of electrons within the conductor, due to the movement of electrons within the conductor. Electrons move within the conductor, free electrons rather, move within the conductor, and that causes current to flow. What makes the current to flow, or what makes the electrons to flow in a conductor? We say voltage, or we say potential difference. Due to potential difference, we have two ends of the conductor. One side we apply positive, one side we apply negative. Due to the difference of potential between the ends of the conductor, the electrons within the conductor starts moving, and we say that the current is flowing. Okay, before that, you should know how much is the charge of one electron. Do you know the charge contained by one electron is how much? What is the value of charge of an electron? Please share the values you know. Charge of electron denoted. Charge of electron is denoted by small e, and on top we minus sign. So charge of electron is denoted by e small e, on top minus sign. What is the value of E? Sign is negative, but what is the numerical value? I think some of you were suggesting. What was it? Tell me. What is the value of charge of electron?
Raised to minus 17.
No. Anybody else? Those who know
Six
the
point
charge of one
into 10 raised to minus 16.
no. Anybody Pratham is there?
40.
Pratham Agarwal there?
6.10 raised to minus 19.
No. Anybody else? I think I have taught this and you are not remembering it. This thing was taught before and you are not remembering. I have already given this value in the previous classes, so you should know all the things, whatever is been taught.
1.602 into 10 raised to minus 19.
You are checking in Google, huh? One charge of one electron value is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Coulomb is the unit of charge. Sign will be minus, but the value is this much, 1.6 into 10 to the minus 19 coulomb. And this value, if you remember, where I have taught you, and that time also I told you, the chapter work, power and energy chapter, I have given you the unit of energy at electron volt, EV. And you remember one EV value was how much last? There only I had given you the value. One EV value is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 joule. Same value I have given. And I have told you that this value we write due to the charge of electronic charge is this much, 1.6 into minus 19 coulomb. And you people, none of you remember it. I don't know what way you people are studying. You should study well. Be thorough with everything. Then only you can score. And you are checking the Google and telling me the answer.
Yes, sir.
Charge of one electron value is this much, 1.6 into 10 to the minus 19 coulomb. And this is the minimum charge existing in the nature. Nothing has a charge value less than this, charge of an electron. This is also known as fundamental charge. This is just for your information I told you. So one electron contains this much coulomb or this much coulomb contains one electron. So one coulomb will contain how many electrons? Do you know one coulomb will contain how many electrons? One coulomb will contain how many electrons? One electron is containing this much, or this much coulomb is having one electron. One coulomb will have how much electron? The answer will come 1 divided by this. 1 divided by 1.6 into 10 to the minus 19. And now when you do the calculation here, the answer will come this much, 6.25 into 10 to the power of 18 electrons. One coulomb contains this many electrons. Please write down this information also. One coulomb has 6.25 into 10 to the power of 18 electrons. That is, one coulomb is quite a big value. It will contain this many electrons. Just imagine 10 to the power of 18. 1 and 18 zeros will come. 18 zeros. So when one coulomb charge is flowing, that means these many electrons are moving within the conductor. These many electrons. 6.25 into 10 to the power of 18 electrons. By chance in the questions and all of them may ask you calculate the number of electrons flowing. So how to calculate the number of electrons flowing in any situation? For that we will calculate Q. Suppose the value of Q we calculating and it's coming 10 coulomb. 10 coulomb is coming. So how many electrons are there? 10 multiplied by this value. Because you know 1 coulomb has this many electrons. So 10 coulomb will have how many electrons? 10 multiplied by this answer. This many electrons. If your answer is coming 20, so how many electrons are there? 20 multiplied by this. If your answer is coming 5 coulomb, then how many electrons are there? By chance the question is asking how many electrons are flowing. Then you say 5 into this. Hope you understood it. Yes? Please share your views. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, in a conductor, yeah, any questions? You have any question? The way you are asking me, sir, that means I'm thinking that you are going to ask me something. Something is not clear. Respond the way of responding. Yes, yes, sir. That means I will take it that you understood it. You're saying, huh?
Sir,
Oh, yeah.
sir, one
Wow.
coulomb. So one coulomb is 6.25 into 10 raised
Not,
to 18
not column. It is coulomb. One coulomb.
coulomb.
One coulomb is 6.25 into 10 to the power of 18 electrons.
The one coulomb means how much volts?
Not column, one coulomb.
The coulomb, how many volts?
Coulomb is different, volt is different. No, why to talk about volt? One coulomb
So, but
contains this many electrons.
Electron, no electricity.
Uh-huh. Alright. What is happening?
So the voice is echoing.
Not my voice from your side. Something is happening now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, voice is
Okay. Now listen. I'll show you the calculation why. Listen. I'll show you the calculation also why the answer comes this, which I have written there. 6.25 into 10 to the power of 18 electrons. I'll show you the working. Yeah. I showed 1 upon 1.6 into, this is the value of 1 coulomb, no? 10 to the power of minus 19 electrons.
Yes,
How many
sir.
electrons are there? I'll show you the calculation. Please mute yourself because your sound is Dakshit. Something is wrong with your visual phone or I don't know whatever gadget. So I'll show you the calculation and the answer will come what I had written here. I'll just show how we get that answer. Just see 10 minus 19 is bring up. It becomes 10 to the power of 19 divided by 1.6 and I write 1 as it is. What I will do, I'll remove decimal here and write 0 here. From 19, I'll add on one, make it 10, this is 16. So 10 is still smaller, so I'll make it just bigger, and 1 digit bigger than this one. Then from 19, I'll add 1 0 here, I'll make it 100. 100 by 16, and out here I'll add 10 to the power of 18. Now, let's cancel. 4 4s are 425. 25 by 4 will divide. Huh?
How it became 10 and 100?
Point I removed, I am putting 1 0 here. 10 is coming there or not?
Again, no, sir.
Again, 19 is the power. So from here, 1 0 I'll add down here. I'll make it 18. There are 10 to the power of 19. 1 0 I'm adding out here and writing 18 now. Yes? Okay.
Yes, sir.
They're not 18 now. No, this is just if you want to learn. Otherwise, the value only you have to learn by heart. Okay, that 1 coulomb contains that many electrons, and charge of 1 electron is 1.6 into minus 19. You can copy it if you want. The 25 by 4 divide answer will come 6.25 into 10 to the power of 18. So that is why we say 1 coulomb contains this many electrons. These many electrons. These many electrons are there in 1 coulomb. Have you understood the calculation? By chance, during exam time, you have forgotten, you can do it like this, the calculation on the spot. Okay. Now, the guide down below that the necessary condition for the flow of current, the necessary condition for the flow of current, in a conductor is the potential difference, you can add under bracket PD, potential difference denoted by PD, or voltage, or this is called voltage. Voltage.
So can you please repeat?
Voltage. The necessary condition for the flow of current in a conductor is
Sir, does the current need? Excuse me, sir.
write down first. Afterward, you will ask me. The necessary condition for the flow of current in a conductor is the potential difference or voltage which must be applied across the ends of the conductor, which must be applied across the ends of the conductor, across the ends of the conductor. Across the ends of the conductor. Okay? Yeah, what you wanted to ask now? Who was asking a question?
Bracket.
What is?
What is in a bracket?
Sir, can you repeat again?
PD, potential difference. Potential
Sir, excuse me,
difference.
sir.
Yes, that's it.
Sir, does current need medium?
Current is flowing in a conductor. The conductor is not a medium. For the flow of electrons,
Pass. So current cannot like so. Can it pass through a
cannot-
medium? Vacuum, sir.
it is passing through the medium only. Can it pass through the
Sir,
medium?
can it pass through vacuum?
Vacuum. Sir, can it pass through vacuum?
Vacuum, the conductor is there, in the conductor it will flow, even in the vacuum. Conductor is having electrons flow there. Within the conductor it will flow. You want to flow it through the air or what? It doesn't flow through the air.
Yes, sir.
Within the
That
wire, one is
question-
having a wire, one end, another end. In the conductor, the current will flow.
Overthinking.
Outside it don't flow.
Okay.
I thought outside. Okay.
Now please listen. Potential difference or the voltage definition I will give now. Okay. Without voltage, current will not be there in a conductor. Suppose I will take a conductor, maybe a copper wire I will take. You think the current is flowing here? If you use a bulb, you connect the bulb with the two ends of this wire, will bulb glow? Unless
No,
we
sir.
connect the conductor with a source. What is the role of the source? The source provides potential difference. One end we keep positive, one end we keep negative. Current flows from a point
No,
of
sir.
higher potential to a point of lower potential. Current will flow from a point of higher potential to a point of lower potential. From positive to negative, the current will flow. We are maintaining the potential difference, the difference between the two ends of the conductor. Potential difference is the voltage. If both the ends are connected with the positive terminal, you will see that no current flowing. One has to be positive, one has to be negative. That means the idea is there must be a difference between the ends of the two, potential of the two ends. Then only the current will flow. Potential difference in common language we call voltage. Common language we call it voltage. No voltage, no current. And voltage is provided by the sources such as battery, such as cell, such as dynamo generator. We got various methods of producing potential difference or voltage. No voltage, no current. That is the idea. If one is positive and one is suppose positive 5 and the other is positive 1, current will flow. Because there is still difference though the sign is same, one is positive, one is positive 5, the other one is, let me tell you then. Come on, first you understand, then you ask the question. One is positive 5, the other is positive 2. So there is a difference. If one is positive 5, other is also positive 5, then current will not flow. Because potential difference is coming 0. Difference.
So
One is
if both
positive
the
5 and one is only, let me tell you first, don't be disturbing right now, please. I'll ask you, give you the opportunity of asking question. If one side is positive 5, the other side is positive 1, then there is a difference. The current will flow. Current will flow from high potential to low potential. If one is negative 2, other side is also negative 2. Difference is 0, so current will not flow. One side is negative 2, other side is 0. Yes, the current will flow because there is a difference in potential. That is the whole idea about it. And current will flow from a point of 0 volt to the point of minus 2 volt, high to the low. Yeah, now your question now, tell me.
Sir, 0 volts. Sir, you just now said 0 volts, no? So what are the sources for 0 volts and what is 0 volt?
Earth potential is taken as 0 volt. Earthing potential is 0 volt. When you do the earthing, no, the voltage applied, the potential value is 0 there. Earth has a 0 potential. Yeah, any other queries? You got any other
Earthing is
question?
0. So that means ground is negative and earthing, that one is 0. So
ground is
if
at 0
like,
potential. Ground is at 0 potential. The potential of the ground is taken as 0. Okay.
earth is 0,
Now,
negative.
now write down the definition of potential difference. Write down definition of potential difference or voltage definition. Voltage or potential difference denoted by the symbol V, capital V. Write down the definition of this. Right. Right. It is the amount of work done. It is the amount of work done. It is the amount of work done per unit moving charges. It is the amount of work done per unit moving charges. Per unit moving charges between the 2 points. Between the 2 points in an electric circuit. Between the 2 points in an electric circuit. Between the 2 points in electric circuit. Therefore, we write down formula of voltage. Voltage formula we have work upon charge, W by Q. Work upon the charges flowing. The amount of work per unit flowing charges. Whatever charges are flowing, to make the charges flow, how much is the work done? That is called voltage. Or that is called potential difference.
Definition.
What did you write? Tell me first. What have you written?
It is the amount of
It is
work
the amount of work done per
the
unit
points in electric.
moving charges between the 2 points.
Per unit moving charges between the 2 points in an electric circuit. Finish. And then you're writing this one, V is equal to W by Q. Write down below it the SI unit of the SI unit. The SI unit of potential difference is the SI unit of PD, or you can call it voltage. The SI unit of PD is volts. Volts denoted by V. Volts denoted by V, capital V. Volts denoted by capital V, or which is same as joule per coulomb. Joule per coulomb. You can see the equation which I have given. V is equal to W by Q. What is the SI unit of W? W means work, joule, and the SI unit of charge is coulomb. So it works out to be joule per coulomb. This is the SI unit of voltage or SI unit of potential difference. Okay, so V is equal to W by Q. And right on the same line, it is measured by an instrument. It is measured by an instrument. It is measured by an instrument called voltmeter. 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 It is measured by an instrument called voltmeter. Okay. Now give next heading resistance. What is resistance? Please write down. I think you know what is resistance. Resist means to oppose. Okay, write down the property of a conductor. The property of a conductor to obstruct under bracket you can write oppose. To obstruct under bracket you can write oppose the flow of current. Oppose the flow of current. Flow of current is called its resistance. We stop. Right. Same line you write. Resistance is caused due to. Resistance is caused. You are giving the cause of this. Why there is a resistance offered. Write down. Resistance is caused. CAUSED. Resistance is caused due to collisions. Between
Telling, sir. Telling collision.
Collision, you don't know collision. COLLISIONS. Due to collisions between the free electrons, and the fixed ions of the conductor, fixed ions of the conductor.
Could you repeat?
Okay. What problem with you? I don't know. What is your problem? You are not having good connectivity. Every time asking me to repeat. Let us take a conductor. We are applying potential difference. Voltage we are applying one side positive, one side negative. The longer one is positive, the shorter one is negative. In this ions, what are ions? Electrically charged atoms are called ions. So ions we are showing that this is ions. This is having conductor will have positive ions. Conductors are electropositive in nature. In chemistry, you have studied that. And there are electrons are there. When we apply positive here, this side is positive and this side is negative. We know the fact positive attracts the negative. Positive will pull the negative charge. This is electrons moving in this direction there. And when the electrons move, E. coli lines here, like this, The electrons within the conductor, thing like, they will be moving in this attitude, this kind of thing. When the electrons move like this, then according to convention, according to tradition, the direction of current will be like this, opposite. Current always flows in the direction opposite to the direction of flow of electrons. In other words, we can see the current is flowing from a point of high potential, from positive to negative, from positive to negative. So in the diagram, we will show like this.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, if the current passes from positive to negative, electron moves from negative to positive.
Of course, yes. Opposite direction is what? You can see within the current, electrons are moving in what direction? From negative to positive. But current, it is a tradition, it is a convention. Conventional current direction will be from positive to negative in a circuit. In a cell and all, one side we keep positive, one side we keep negative to maintain potential difference, good potential difference. So one side is positive, the current will flow from positive to negative. That's why we are showing that is the direction of flow of current like this. I'm marking the direction of current like this, whereas the direction of electron is like this. Motion of the electron is like this. And when they move, so they will be colliding with the positive ions. And due to the collisions, there will be obstruction to the flow of current, and that is called resistance. More the collisions, more the resistance, less the collisions, less the resistance. But definitely there will be collisions. That means resistance is the intrinsic property of a conductor, is the natural property of the conductor. Intrinsic means natural. Every conductor will offer some resistance to the flow of current. And that opposition and that resistance depends upon the number of collisions. More the collisions, more the resistance, less the collision, less the resistance. So today we are doing till this much. Okay. Next time we'll continue with the resistance and all. Resistance to resistance definition I have given. Next time I will continue with the factors and all the other parts of this chapter. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.